Alright, here we are inside the bus. This is the back half of the bus. The front half will be done separately. We'll go all the way to the back. The passenger right side and the rear, all the way up to the wood stove, is not finished. I started working on that, and then I have some paneling, some foam paneling I just put up for the winter. I still have the material, and it just needs to be framed on the wall, and then it can be permanent. There are two seats in the back here. I had plans on putting a table or something like that, separate from the dinette. In the back, the two beds. There's a bed on the bottom and bed on the top. And they both are 30 inches by about 78 inches, so they'll fit a full-size adult pretty easily. You have two other beds, so there are 4 beds total. And up here in the back is the hatch, and the hatch goes outside to the roof. That's where the panels are. And during the winter, I've had to get on the roof and brush all the snow in upstate New York off of the panels to get sunlight. And see, all 6 panels. There's a wiring that goes in between them, and then there's a little junction box right here that goes into right here, all the way down. The batteries are in the back under this rear bed. The switch right here is for the inverter. It's an AC inverter. There is a 12-volt plug for car adapter plug for charging cell phones, tablets, laptops. There's 2 115-volt outlets right here. And we'll just start taking apart the mattress. These mattresses are all made from the cushions from the seats, so it was really convenient from the benches that were formerly here. So normally you don't need to go under here, but it just takes 30 seconds to disassemble this. And there are these boards that slide out. And now underneath here, you have the charge controller. Let's see if I can get that lit up. I guess the light isn't working, but anyway, if you shine a light on it, then it'll tell you what the voltage is currently is. There's a switch right here that cuts off the solar panels, so then you can start working with the wires here and the charge controller if need be. There's another breaker switch to stop the batteries from being charged. I'm going to do both ends because it's 12 volts over here, but then over on this side it's probably 60-something volts. And the charge controller is an MPPT 75 amp, so it will properly convert high voltage to low voltage, high amperage. So you're not losing any power efficiency. So it's extremely efficient, about 95% efficient. Over here are here's the inverter. It's a 3,000 watt modified sine wave inverter. There are 4 outlets that are plugged in various places in the front, on the outside, in the middle, and the back here. There is, maybe hard to see, but there is a junction box, or a 12-volt splitter terminal block. It's like terminal block is what it's called, and that helps reroute the 12 volts from the batteries to various places in the front to, let's say, the water pumps for the sink. And right here is a little compartment that is completely sealed. The batteries, open it up. These are the batteries. They're 6 volts each, 232 amp hours each, so it's 928 amp hours at 12 volts. These are US supply 22 US battery, 2200, 232 amp hours, 122 minutes each. And so they're all joined together in serial and parallel, going out to the inverter. This electrical conduit goes down from the panels. And there's a little box right here where it joins. There's a junction block that joins into 2 wires, positive and negative. And there's also an outlet that goes to the shore power, the plug on the outside, which an extension cord from a house will plug into. So this can be hooked up to house power if need be, for whatever reason. Maybe in an absolute emergency, you can get a car charger and plug it into this, and then plug the car charger into the batteries if the batteries are completely dead, which probably shouldn't happen very often. And further up, there's this bed right here. Underneath, there's some storage area, the wheel well. And then there's a plug, a 12-volt plug, and a 215 amp plugs for both options. And now I have an extension cord to a box fan. And it fits perfectly in the window and adds a good circulation. And right here is the wood stove. I fabricated this wood stove myself out of sheet metal. It's 3/16 sheet metal, and I just welded the whole thing and added a little handle to it. And so this is what it looks like on the outside. There is a 3-inch inlet pipe with a little damper to adjust the airflow that goes outside for all the clean air. And then you're supposed to have a seal around here so it doesn't suck in fresh air from the inside. So open it up. I'll get a light. See things better. The inside of the wood stove. And so there's fire bricks, 2.5-inch fire bricks so it'll keep the heat for a while after it's done. After the fire's out, it'll still stay warm for a bit. And once the ash builds up, then there's this ash pan here. Have a little shovel. You do whatever you want with it. It's good for gardening, or the composting toilet it's really good for. To mask odors. And that's what I did in the winter. Instead of getting sawdust or peat moss, I just used the wood ash. I had it. And it worked perfectly. And that's it for right now, and the next video will be the front of the vehicle. Alright.